They haven't said anything, but yeah, I think we should start.
Yeah.
Testing.
Las luces ya se han apagado. No hay sitio que pueda parar porque
Yeah,
tú
they're
no has
on.
podido. Mis pasos. Espero que la lluvia lave mi coraje poco a poco.
I'm freezing. You know what? I can't talk when I'm freezing because
Las luces ya se han apagado. No hay sitio que pueda parar porque tú no has vuelto. Mis pasos. Espero que la lluvia lave mi coraje poco a poco. En algún sitio en la mitad del cielo. Mira, aquí te giran las nubes. Pero no te apareces.
Good evening, Sanmanani Dumelangi, and welcome to the annual celebration of World Heart Day, brought to you by the Heart and Stroke Foundation SA in partnership with the University of KwaZulu-Natal, where today we say hashtag UKZN cares, hashtag use heart to connect, and hashtag shining brighter together. Above and beyond celebrating Heart Day, today we're celebrating 42 years of the Heart and Stroke Foundation, ensuring a positive impact in the CVD arena, that being the cardiovascular arena. And today we're joined by a few ladies who are going to tell us a bit more about the importance of today. Namely, we're joined by Miss Dana Govender, who is the Health Promotions Manager of the Heart and Stroke Foundation. We're also joined by Sister Chatia, who's the Health Promotions Officer of the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Last but definitely not least, we're joined by Miss Norma Zondo, who is the Corporate Relations Executive Director of UKZN. As I'd mentioned earlier, that we're celebrating 42 years of the Heart and Stroke Foundation, I'd like to invite Miss Dana Govender to give us a bit of a background in terms of what exactly this 42 years means and how the Heart and Stroke Foundation SA has been positively impacting the lives of many South Africans. Ms. Dana, welcome.
Thank you so much, Tembeletu, and good evening, everyone. Happy World Heart Day to everyone as well. It's been a year since we are back at UKZN, and I'm so delighted that we are partnering again with the team here. And, it is World Heart Day, and it is a legacy campaign celebrating 42 years of the Heart Foundation's existence as a health non-government organization to reduce cardiovascular disease in our country. And the Heart and Stroke Foundation South Africa consistently, year to year, during the month of September, called attention to the reduction of cardiovascular disease in our country. And we know that globally, cardiovascular disease kills more people. And in South Africa, 1 in 6 people die of cardiovascular disease. And if you look at the number per day, it's 225 people dying every day. It is like a Concorde full of people dying every day.
Yeah.
But are we taking cognizance of this number of people dying? So if you look at, in South Africa especially, with 30% of people only have private health care. And it's a 70% that we are concerned about because they all depend on public health, which does not focus on non-communicable diseases.
Yeah.
So because of the cardiovascular disease being the second biggest killer next to HIV and AIDS in South Africa, the Heart and Stroke Foundation focuses the entire month to dedicate to cardiovascular disease and risk factors. World Heart Day is driven by the World Heart Federation and its members, and the Heart and Stroke Foundation is a member of the World Heart Federation, and we align with the theme, connect, use heart to connect.
Yeah.
And we have extended the theme to say, use heart to connect to everything. Because we're looking at the South African context with regards to using your heart to connect to health, to the environment, and to basically creating awareness on heart and stroke disease. And you know, during the month of September, we are calling on everybody to know the health risk, health status, because that thing is so important to know your risk numbers. And today we had a very, very successful activation at UKZN where Sister Chetia conducted free health risk assessments for students and staff. And she will talk to you about it a little bit more just now. During this time of 42 years, the Heart Foundation leads with evidence-based information to prevent deaths from cardiovascular disease and premature deaths and disabilities. So I think it's very important to note that the key is education. And this is what it's all about. Education is key so that when people are empowered with information, they can make a difference in the heart health.
Yeah.
And what we are saying is, if every one of us made a small difference this Heart Awareness Month in terms of changing lifestyle behaviors, we can make a big difference in heart health and we can reduce cardiovascular disease. And I had a very interesting interview this morning, and the presenter of a radio station said to me, Mrs. Govender, I have made a big difference. He was smoking, he's no longer smoking.
Oh, wow.
And can you imagine, that is such a big, it's a huge message for all his listeners to know that if he can do it, so can others. So just making the small lifestyle changes can make a huge difference in heart and brain health. And we know that 70% heart disease can be prevented. Thank you so much.
Thank you so, so much for that insight, Mrs. Govender. Indeed, we all need to ensure that we take part in making sure that our lifestyles are all healthy, and that is why, Ms. Noma, I'd like to come to you. So UKZN has partnered with the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Now, please tell us why this collaboration is important and how you would then encourage young adults who are a part of this institution and those who are worldwide, in fact, to actually take their health seriously.
Thank you, Tambi. Thank you for everyone who is listening wherever you are. We are delighted to again partner with the Heart and Health Foundation to actually bring this to you, and what we're doing here tonight. As Mrs. Govender has explained why this day is important, it's also important for UKZN to actually partner with organizations such as this so that we can make sure that our students and staff do get the information they need so that they can prevent these kinds of diseases. So as we heard, that 70 to 80% of this kind of disease can be prevented. All we need to do is actually making sure that we live a healthy lifestyle and also do those little changes that Ms. Govender was talking about to ensure that you take care of your heart, because your heart is everything. So we are here at UKZN. We have a lot of campaigns, including UKZN Cares. If you see the logo, already there is a heart there, so which means that UKZN does care. So it means that you also have to care enough to take care of your own health, live a healthy lifestyle. So for you to be healthy and continue with your studies, especially our students, you need to take care of your health. health. Your health is important. I know we all busy, and especially the students, because I know you have a lot of commitments in terms of your academic activities, which means that you end up not taking good care of yourself. You eat whatever you can grab, but that's exactly why we have to have this kind of events to actually create that awareness that if you eat well, you're active, and also making sure that you do the screenings. These services, they are available, they are free, so there's no reason why people cannot go there, and just making sure that they know their status. So it's important that we all go to these facilities and get those screenings done. So that you know exactly if anything is wrong with you, then you can take care of it. So let's also make sure that we are responsible adults, and we need to live by example. So the information that we get, especially when you're at the university, is not only for you, but you then take the information and share with the communities where you come from, so that we can continue to make sure that people are aware of these diseases, and also that they can actually be prevented. So thank you so much to the Heart and Stroke Foundation for always working with us. It's important to us to actually partner in this regard. So thank you so much again for having us. We then look forward to making this day. I think you should actually have to be waiting for another minute or so, because we are going to get to the another part of this evening, so that you can, by the time we get to that, we are also here with us. Then hand over to...
All right.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Ms. Thondo. So as Ms. Thondo has mentioned, we're going to be lighting up UKZN red. But before we get to that, earlier on, Mrs. Govender mentioned that we had some health risk assessments done earlier on campus. So, Sister Chetia, please speak to us about the health assessment and why then it's important for everyone of all ages to ensure that they assess their health.
Hashtag know your numbers is the way we're going. And we had quite a few of the staff and students that came to our tables, which was very encouraging, because they were much younger people that were interested in their lives. And a lot of them are aware of some of the high-risk factors, because they came in and said, I have family history. And, you know, when they say, I came in here because I have family history, then they know the dangers of hypertension, diabetes, and high cholesterol levels. So those were the tests that we did. BMIs are also very important, and we need to make lifestyle changes. We also address the issue with the Heart and Stroke Foundation has a website, and we gave them take-home notes, and we said, go to the website. There's ample recipes and more improvement more ways to improve lifestyle changes. So I just want to say thank you to you guys for taking this bold step and being able to allow us to come on board and be able to provide the service that is going to make a change. And I always say, what we do today will impact on our future. And these people that work here and learn here are our future generation. So let's be good enough to go forward with this each year. And we just want to say thank you.
Oh, thank you
again.
so much for that, Sister Chetia. What you do today is what determines your future, your tomorrow. So thank you so much for those wise words, Sister Chetia. So now we're getting to a bit more of an exciting part. Earlier on, we mentioned that we'll be lighting up the MTB building red. But before we get into that, Mrs. Govender, please just give us a few of the social media handles that people can find and follow the Heart and Stroke Foundation.
Yes, they can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also visit our website www.heartfoundation.co.za. I also just want to say, when Sister Chet here mentioned about the health risk assessments, we have partnered with Discam, and you can also have your health status checked there for cholesterol, glucose, and blood pressure. And Discam is offering the free services until the 16th of October. So please take advantage of that.
All right, you heard yourselves. Take advantage of the services given to you for free via Discam in partnership with the Heart and Stroke Foundation SA, where you get to get free health checks by professionals given to you free of charge. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get to the part where we now show solidarity by lighting up the MTB building red, where we invite Miss Norma Zondo, who's the Corporate Relations Executive Director of UKZN, where she is now going to light it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's light it up. All right, as you can see, UKZN MTB Hart College campus has been lit up red as we show solidarity and commemoration of World Heart Day, where we say hashtag use heart to connect, hashtag UKZN cares, hashtag shining brighter together, and hashtag know your numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, ensure that you use this time to check your health, because health is wealth, as we know, and your heart is a very vital and important part of your life, because a healthy heart is a healthy life. So thank you so much for joining us today, ladies. It's been an absolute pleasure being your host for today. Again, we had Mrs. Govender, we had Sister Chatia, as well as Miss Norma Zondo from these various institutions, where we said hashtag shining brighter together and celebrate Heart Day today on the 29th of September 2022. And from us, the team at UKZN, as well as the Heart and Stroke Foundation, it's good night and God bless. Thank you.
Love your heart.
Thanks to
Las luces ya se han apagado. No hay sitio que pueda parar porque tú no has vuelto. Mis pasos, espero que la lluvia lave mi coraje poco a poco. En algún sitio en la mitad del cielo, mira, a ti te giran las nubes y tú no te apareces. La ciudad está vacía.